The Bill of Rights with Ms. Lawshe. What is the Bill of Rights? The Bill of Rights are the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. When the Articles of Confederation was replaced by the U.S. Constitution, the Bill of Rights was created. Why was the Bill of Rights created? The Bill of Rights guaranteed personal freedoms. Without it, the U.S. Constitution would not have been ratified. The Bill of Rights was created to pacify those who believed that the U.S. Constitution gave the federal government too much power and it did not protect personal freedoms. How does the Bill of Rights affect us today? The Bill of Rights protects our personal freedoms. The Supreme Court hears cases that claim to violate the Bill of Rights and the U.S. Constitution. How many amendments are in the Bill of Rights? There are 10 amendments in the Bill of Rights. They are the first 10 amendments to the U.S. Constitution. What are the amendments? Amendments are additions or changes that have been made to the U.S. Constitution over time. The First Amendment. The First Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects the freedom of speech, religion, petition, assembly, and the press. What are the freedoms of the First Amendment? Freedom of speech guarantees that you can say what you want without repercussions. Freedom of religion guarantees that you can practice your religion or not practice a religion without fear of persecution. Freedom of assembly guarantees you have the right to gather with others in public or private places. Freedom of petition guarantees you the right to petition or ask the government to do something like create a law. And freedom of the press guarantees that newspapers and journalists can print anything without censorship. The Second Amendment. The Second Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects the right to bear arms or to have weapons such as guns to protect yourself. The Third Amendment. The Third Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects you from quartering soldiers during times of peace. This means that you don't have to let soldiers live in your home, and you also don't have to feed them. The Fourth Amendment. The Fourth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects you from no unreasonable search or seizure. This means that the government can't search your personal belongings, home, or car without cause. Today, a warrant is usually required to conduct a legal search of your belongings. The Fifth Amendment. The Fifth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects you from self-incrimination, no double jeopardy, and establishes eminent domain. The Fifth Amendment explained. No self-incrimination means that you can't be forced to testify or give evidence against yourself. No double jeopardy means that you can't be tried for the same crime twice after you've been convicted or acquitted. Eminent domain says that the government can take your property for public use, like building a highway, but they have to compensate you financially. The Sixth Amendment. The Sixth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects your rights to due process. They are the rights of the criminal. The Sixth Amendment explained. The Sixth Amendment says that you have the right to an attorney to represent you. You can have a lawyer. Know the charges against you. What crime are they saying you committed? Confront the witnesses. Who is saying that they saw you do it? Trial by jury. Instead of one judge deciding your fate, you can have a group of your peers hear the evidence. Fair and speedy public trial. It must be a fair trial, happen quickly, and be in public, not behind closed doors. The Seventh Amendment. The Seventh Amendment to the U.S. Constitution says that you have a right to a trial by jury in civil cases over $20. This means that if you are being sued by someone for damaging more than $20 to their property or person, you have the right to have a jury decide the case. This is frequently used in cases involving car accidents. The Eighth Amendment. The Eighth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects you from no cruel or unusual punishment and no excessive fines or bail. No cruel or unusual punishment protects you from torture and punishments that are considered to be too extreme or unusual. No excessive fines or bail means that fines or bail must match the crime. This means that you can't be held for $1 million in bail for running a red light. The Ninth Amendment. The Ninth Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects the rights of the individuals or the people that the Constitution does not expressly give to them. This has been used in cases to defend women's right to privacy in the Supreme Court. The Tenth Amendment. The 10th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution protects the rights of states that are not given to the federal government in the U.S. Constitution. This gives states the right to form state governments, establish school systems, regulate commerce, etc. Want to learn more? Be sure to subscribe and check out LawsheEducation.com for more resources.